Ridgeville Master Plan Subcommittee on Business Attraction and Retention. Safety Director Johnson, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tonight we continue our presentation of outstanding speakers on the subject of business development and emerging industries and how North Ridgeville can revitalize our local economy. Our speakers tonight are Don Knechtges of the Great Lakes Innovation and Development Enterprise, Steve Morey of Team Lorain County, State Representative Matt Lundy, John Bukowski of the Lorain County Manufacturing Council, Dale Knoll of the North Ridgeville Chamber of Commerce, and Jennifer Ruggles of the Ohio Department of Development. I want to thank our speakers, and let's give them a round of applause. Each speaker will be allotted 25 minutes, including questions and answers from the audience. And please know that you're encouraged to ask questions or make comments on what you hear. Please keep in mind we have an ambitious speaking schedule tonight, so time is of the essence. Please be as brief as possible in your questions. And if you're not able to get your question or comment in tonight, please feel free to email me or call me, and I'll make sure that your question is answered. Please make yourselves comfortable and help yourselves to coffee. And now I'd like to introduce our first speaker, Don Knechtges, Senior Advisor to the Great Lakes Innovation and Development Enterprise. Don?
I want to stay at the microphone here. Maybe somebody could...
I'll be there. That's on.
Okay. Just click that. First of all, I want to thank Rick and the City of North Ridgeville for inviting us to come and talk. Oh, we got a laser, huh?
Yeah, it's good. Right and left,
yeah,
forward and back. See it?
Yeah, right. Okay. And for the opportunity to come and chat about one of the three pillars of economic development. If you think about economic development kind of in a holistic fashion, there's really three pillars that make up economic development. Retention of the businesses you currently have in a community, the attraction of additional businesses, and the third, which I'm going to talk to you briefly about, is grow your own, which is the third pillar. And the one that I believe, over a long haul, is really at the cornerstone of how you do economic development. Because when you grow your own, it is usually the residents of that locality that are starting businesses, growing those businesses, so they have a strong commitment to remain in that community and help the community grow with their success. When you deal with attraction and retention, you are always fighting the notion that if someone can be attracted to your community, then they can be attracted to another community. And it's usually, from my perspective, a zero-sums game. It's always who can offer the most incentives. But when you grow your own, the people that do that have a much stronger tie to the community. And that formed the basis for GLIDE, as Rick said, which is the Great Lakes Innovation and Development Enterprise, which was started in 2001 at Lorain County Community College. It is formed of a partnership that you see on the slide between GLIDE, which is at the college itself, TechLift, which is the Northeast Ohio Technical Initiative, to foster the growth of technology businesses in the 21-county Northeast Ohio area. And I'm going to explain why we think we've got, for Lorain County, for North Ridgeville, a step up in the region in terms of what's happening with technology businesses. And the fourth on the slide is the Innovation Fund, which is a way to make capital available to these startup businesses. We're the only entity in the state of Ohio, and to our knowledge in the country, that has an ability to do what we can do out of the Innovation Fund. And we'll show you some of the things that have happened as a result of that. Glide, since it started in 2001, as you can see, has worked with a lot of entrepreneurs. A lot of student and faculty have learned about starting their own businesses. The companies that we've dealt with, which we call our portfolio companies, which is now up over 44 companies, have created over 500 new jobs in Northeast Ohio, a lot of them here in Lorain County. You can see the average salary, the revenue that they've generated, the add-on investment, which is an important number, because this shows them being successful and people wanting to invest in them, over $25 million. And of the companies that have resided at Glide at the college, there's been 32 of them, 30 of them are still in business, which is way above the normal success rate. Here you see that also with those numbers, there's been a tremendous acceleration in the last 2 years of what's been happening at Glide. And a lot of that has been due to the Innovation Fund, which allows us to give up to $100,000 in an award money to start up businesses. That fund is the only fund in the country that can do that. Because we were able to tie an educational component with that award, the IRS allowed it to be a charitable fund. So we can solicit contributions to the fund and allow the people that put money in it to get a tax deduction. So with that, we were able to get the Community Foundation, the Nord Family Foundation, the foundation at the college to come up with $750,000 to start the fund. We went to the Third Frontier. They've come forward with $900,000. And so that allowed us to kick this fund off in June of 2007. And so with that funding, for that fund, and with Glide's support, we've been able to really kick off a lot of interest. And as you can see, a lot of support from the county commissioners, from the Chamber of Commerce. We were also designated as an Edison Technology Incubator by the state. Also the new building that we have over at the college, which is attracting people to locate here. From that, with the launch of that Innovation Fund, we have funded 20 startup companies in the last year and a half. We've awarded those companies $1.4 million. We just completed another quarter where we gave an additional $375,000. And in addition to that, we've worked with over 145 applicant technology companies in the last year and a half. And even some of the ones who did not receive funding because they got exposed to Lorain County and got exposed to communities like North Ridgeville and the college, have elected to start their businesses here. So the Innovation Fund is funneling companies to Lorain County. And as you can see, we've also started to expand our building over there, which is 44,000 square feet. We're probably going to have to build a new building within the next year or two in order to handle the influx of technology companies. We've had 4 Innovation Fund award winners who have now located their businesses in